Okay, so this is going to be somewhat of a celebration video. I'm bringing you guys something new today to celebrate the fact that I have, in just 3 weeks' time, hit 100 subscribers. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing our first bike review. We're going to be reviewing the Intense Recluse that just came out, I believe, this past year, 2016. The whole concept behind this bike is to build something that is between enduro and cross country. So the geometry of this frame was designed to take bigger jumps but utilize smaller travel. So instead of the 160 in the front and back, you got 140. So it's 20 millimeters less travel in the front and back. What turned me on to this bike was I have a friend who has one, and he was using this bike to hit gaps 20, 30 feet long. And I'm sitting here on my Intense 275C Tracer with 160 millimeters travel in the front and rear, thinking to myself, I might never attempt to hit above that. And he's over there on the Intense Recluse, the 140 millimeters in the front and back, 20 millimeters less travel, doing things at this point I can only dream to do. So I really wanted to bring a review of this bike. Now, I see a lot of reviews on YouTube, and I'll notice that their bikes will be like medium range bikes, and they're sitting there reviewing a pro build bike, which is top of the line. And it just doesn't seem fair to me, the fact that they're reviewing a bike that is in every way upgraded in comparison to their bike. I think to myself, in most circumstances, they're going to love that bike way more, regardless of the geometry or any other facts. So what I want to do when I review bikes is review the bike, but with the same components as my bike, or at least similar. That way I can get a real feel for the bike, and therefore I'm not accounting the difference to be due to better suspension, better drivetrain, etc. My bike does not have a rear lockout, so I don't believe I'm going to be locking out the rear of this bike. So I want to give you a true review in regards to the feeling of the bike going up without any modification. So the highlights in regards to the Intense Recluse is that it's 27.5 wheelbase. It's a smaller travel bike, but it's capable of enduro. It's pretty weighty. I have tubeless tires in my Tracer, so that may account for the weight difference, but I really do feel that this bike is heavier, even for a smaller travel bike. But again, that may just be me tripping out. It may not be true. I'll check on that for you guys later. Theoretically, less travel means better climbing, so that's a plus for this bike. Let you guys know what I'm riding on here. RockShox Pike, front fork, RockShox rear suspension. A Shimano M8000 1x11 drivetrain, Shimano M8000 front and rear brakes, and a Runthal aluminum fat bar. All the cookies. Yeah, I wore the sweater today to keep the camera more stable. I feel like dying. We're gonna be going down the hill now. Just wanted to give you a shot of the bike and how pretty it looks. Man, it's like if Bruce Wayne had a bike, it would be this guy right here. It's freaking Batman all over it. Look at this thing. It's freaking awesome. I had some race face pedals on here, clipless pedals. Got the Shimano, and we got the race face slash Shimano drivetrain going. And it has the lockout and everything up here. I kind of like the seat. Seat's pretty nice. The RockShox reverb that it's using for the dropper post, I actually don't really like it. I need to try another one to verify, but it's very, it's non-stable. The seat will go back and forth. When it pops out, you actually have some play when you sit down, so it feels like you have extra suspension in your butt. But I got to do some more testing on the RockShox reverb before I can give a definitive on it. It might just be a crappy model, or not a crappy model, just might just be defective. All right, guys, we're dropping in on our first review of the Intense Recluse 27.5 wheels. So far, so good. Feels awesome. Ooh, nice mud. Technical. Super fun so far, guys. Feels good. Feels enduro-y. Have to say, about pretty cross country on the way up. And it feels pretty enduro on the way down. Man, guys, I'm having a blast. little slippage on the drivetrain. I noticed that the drivetrain's chain seems a little stretched. So you guys know, the hubs are DC Swiss. Actually, same hubs that on my Intense Tracer. So my initial impression of the bike is I love it. It feels a lot stiffer in the sense of I think there's less travel, so there's less. I don't know. I just feel like the bike is just stiffer as a whole than my bike. Maybe my bike needs a tune-up. I don't know, but that's just my initial thoughts at this point in time. I'm so impressed with the feel of it. When I first saw the bike, I was very skeptical because I'm about 5'6", so I'm on the shorter side for sure. So I was scared. This looked really long to me. I was really scared that this bike was going to feel long. I used to have a Scott Genius, and that bike just felt so long to me. It was just so uncomfortable to do bunny hops on, and my arms would hurt, my shoulders would hurt. When I got on the Intense Tracer, it just felt like the bike fit me, and I was really scared that this one wasn't going to feel like it because of how long the top tube looks. But the frame is different, so I think on the Intense Tracer it just comes down like that. But the bike actually feels like it fits me, and I'm really impressed by that. When the rain comes through here, it allows the trail builders to come out and become freaking Picasso up here.